Points, cash back, low rates, air miles. As the economy improves, credit card companies are competing for your money again with better offers than before the recession. So which new and improved credit card is right for you? Joining us to help you decide is Jason Cochran of walletpop.com, a website for personal finance news and advice. Jason, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Got a lot of cards to get through here today. Let's talk about the best low-rate card out there.
This one is called the First Tennessee Platinum Plus Visa. A lot of words. First Tennessee Visa. Just remember that.
All right.
It's very rare to find a card with a fixed rate. A lot of APRs, adjustable rates out there. So this one has a 3.9 for 6 months, which is pretty low. And once that's done, it's still a low rate of between, I guess, 5 and 13%. That's a good 10 points lower than just about everybody else. Now, I got to say about all these cards, it's great to have a credit card, but you need to pay it off every single month if you're going to get the best benefit out of it, because otherwise the charges just sort of rack up. So with all of these, don't just get a new card because it has got bells and whistles. It will ding your credit when you get or close a new card.
That's at the small little factor there. You have to pay the credit card.
It really helps. Otherwise it's like a loaded gun.
All right. The best cashback card. What do you think?
Yeah, I would estimate that probably it's called the Fidelity Investments Rewards American Express. And what the deal is there is, if you're a member of Fidelity Investments, you can get 2% of all of your purchase put back into an investment account that you hold at Fidelity. And there's no limit. A lot of cards will let you have some sort of savings account out of a percentage, but there'll be a cap. This one doesn't. You have to be a member of Fidelity, but that might be a good incentive to become one.
Okay, miles, of course, very important for folks using a credit card. Getting those frequent flyer miles. What's the best card out there for that?
So cardratings.com prefers Capital One Venture. Capital One has always been a big player in the airline miles game. Here there's about double miles, about 2 miles per dollar you spend. And you can use that without blackout dates for any airline. And also travel expenses, which is also pretty unusual. Another important thing about the Capital One cards is there's no international transaction fee. So once you get where you're going to those miles, you're paying less when you make a purchase abroad. That's very important. There is a $60 annual fee, so you have to travel a lot to make it pay off.
Right.
But that's a consideration. If you travel a bunch, that's a good one. Yeah,
as the airlines tend to dial back on these award programs and stuff like that, I would think it's more and more important to find a card out there that's going to help you out.
Yeah, if you travel a lot. Often a cheap airline ticket will do you better than trading in rewards when it comes to the dollar value, but if you travel a bunch, a card can actually serve you.
Yeah, a lot of offers out there from cards to transfer the balance to a lower interest rate. Best card out there for that?
Yeah, Card Ratings also approves of Discover More. It does not charge you to transfer your balance. A lot of cards will charge you about 3%, which adds up. This one has a 0%, so just bring it right on over. And for the first 6 months, it will not charge you for new purchases with 0%. And also that balance you transferred will be at a 0% for about 2 years. So all that put together, plus the fact you get about 5% cash back on a lot of purchases with some merchants, Discover More stands out. I think a lot of people agree that Discover More is a good one for this.
But again, as you so wisely pointed out, because you're the expert here, you still, even if you transfer that balance, you still have to pay that.
Just please get rid of it as soon as you can.
Know that.
Because otherwise that's when the high fees start to click in. Some of these rates we're talking about can be another 10 points higher beyond that if you miss a payment. They're penalty fees.
Okay, let's talk about the best overall card now, the grand prize. What do you think?
Yeah, if you just want an all-purpose card that's going to serve you pretty well, PenFed puts out some very good ones. PenFed is a credit union. It normally specializes in the military and the military industry, but if you can actually join a military support group and become a part of it. In this case, they're really responsive. In case you're late, they'll help you work it out with a lot of grace, which is unusual, as you might know, among the credit card vendors right now. And you can also get a lot of money back. 5% on gas, huge number when you think about it, and 2% on groceries. So I think all over, between the customer support and the cash back you're getting, it's a good choice.
I like that. Okay, I got to ask you about this new card that's coming out in a few months, the Citi 2G card. You like this one, right?
This one's really cool. There's only a few of them out there right now. They're being tested by Citibank, but by the end of the year, in the middle of the year, they'll be out in full force. It's a card with a little microprocessor inside, 2 buttons, 2 little lights. So you press this button, you're paying in credit. You press the other button, you're paying with rewards.
Oh my goodness.
So you use up your rewards point that way. So it's kind of a gimmick, but I think there could be some future in this, deciding which account you're going to pay from right there in your credit card with a button. It's pretty cool.
Okay, Jason Cochran, great advice this morning. Appreciate it.
Sure.
And new technology, we always like hearing about that. Thanks a lot. For more on the best credit cards for you, you can go to our sister website, cbsmoneywatch.com.